Hi YouTube, my name is Stephanie and I have no intro yet. This is the Booktube Newbie Tag that I will be doing. It was created by Between Chapters. Double check. I think it was Between Chapters. That's what the one I saw credited it to. I'm a Swedish person, whatever. I've already committed myself that this would be extremely cringeworthy, so if I in 1 year or two or whatever decide to watch my first ever video, hi, sorry, not sorry. But this is the, Booktube Newbie Tag. I'm recording this on a web camera, so, right. But yeah, such is life. Why did you start this channel? This will be extremely, what's the English word? Sappy? I think that's the word. Basically, 2016 was when I started reading again. And, no, 17, sorry. And what basically, I hadn't read for like 8 to 9 years, or at least not what I would call like dedicated reading. I might have read 1 or 2 books a year, and that was a lot. And going from like reading 100 to 150 a year to 1 or 2, yeah. But basically, when I discovered Booktube, all of a sudden I got interested in reading again, and I owe that definitely to A Clockwork Reader and her Ravenclaw reading recommendations video. That was how I found it, how I found Booktube, and I then joined the reading quest shortly after, and after that month-long readathon, I noticed that I had read 8 to 9 books in a month. I had read 8, started a 9th, and I was teary-eyed because that was almost the exact same amount of books that I read for like 8 years. So I was ecstatic and so happy. So I wanted to join this community that basically had helped me come back to reading, basically. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I have absolutely no idea. I really, really don't. I have noticed by watching a lot of booktubers that I have very eclectic reading taste, because I read everything, or like a little bit of everything, except contemporary, and I'm not really into crime, but if I have to read like in the contemporary genre, I will read most likely crime, or deckare as we call it in Sweden. But horror is a no-go. But I really don't know, because I mean, just look at Kayla from Books and Lala. She's amazing. I mean, the ideas, I have no idea, but I'm hoping that my personality and the weird things I like to read are basically something that would be unique enough. That's what I hope anyway. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Getting recommendations and giving recommendations that's the wrong way of putting it. Basically, getting people to talk about books, recommend books that no matter what, like, oh, I love this book. What other books are there like that? We can always, this community is great for that, and I would like to both take part in it more actively by giving the recommendations, but also from receiving them. Why do I love reading? Because it's a very weird question for me. As I said in the beginning, I hadn't read for several years and I really missed it. It was one of those things that defined me a lot. I love reading. I read a lot. And then when that didn't exist, it really felt like a part of me was missing. So why I love reading? Escapism, if that was wrong pronunciation, but that's basically what I love reading for. What book or series got you into reading? I would have to say Astrid Lindgren's books, because those were the books that we got assigned in school when I was in third grade, so 9 to 10 years old. And the first one I read was Lotta på Bråkmakargatan. And yeah, that was how everyone knew that I was really good at reading and loved reading and was really fast at it. But other than that, I would have to say that the book that got me into fantasy, my favorite genre, together with sci-fi, has to be Eldest Svärd by Maggie Furry. I think the direct translation is Sword of Fire. I don't know if that's the actual title. The first book is called Orion, something like that, but it's Maggie Furry that's the author. And yes, I am aware that that's like book 6. Yeah, I can't say anything about that. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? How do you come up with all these ideas, especially Kayla? How does she manage to take those beauty guru trends and transform them into something that's really like book related? I have no idea how she does it, but like, how do you keep on coming up with ideas, basically? And how do you keep your momentum and motivation constant? What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Consistency, and honestly recording, because I feel extremely awkward. But yeah, like right now I'm really trying hard to not look at my screen and just look into the camera or actually look somewhere else. I'm really trying hard not to look at my moving face. How? How? When did you start reading? In third grade with Astrid Lindgren's books. And I think you know who Astrid Lindgren is. Why did I say her name Englishified? Whatever. She wrote Pippi Longstop or Pippi Longstocking, so I think you know who she is, I think. But yeah, when I was 9 and 10 and we got assigned reading, and I realized how good I was at it. Where do you read? Everywhere. One of my favorite places lately have actually been to just put on my headphones, listen to like a 5-minute track or like any singing track, and then just read by the computer, because as I've gone older, my reading taste right now is not really that I can just sit down and read. I need to take breaks, and listening to like 5 minutes or something like that, or sometimes shorter, and then just read whatever I manage to read in that time. That's usually how I go to reading now. Or otherwise I tend to read on my commute to work and lunch break. What kind of books do you like to read? Fantasy and sci-fi. This year I have definitely fallen in love with sci-fi. So, and yeah, that's fantasy and sci-fi. I really need that extra kick, because I honestly tend to think that contemporary is slightly boring. I really do. And right now I'm trying to stop myself from sneezing. Those kind of things. But yeah, sci-fi and fantasy. That's basically my favorite genre. And that was the last question, correct? Yay! I have no idea. how this will go. I'm just praying that this looks kind of okay. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.